Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Agito Live video. Agito Live recorded. This time we are going to be doing a reaction video. I haven't done a reaction video to anything Star Rail in quite some time because, to be totally honest, none of the characters that have come out in the last like 2 months were really like my bag, so to speak. Since frankly, like Jingliu, we had Argenti currently. We had Ho-Ho before that. And anyways, basically I have not been entirely interested in the previous characters coming out, right? I think the last trailer I reacted to was Jingliu's trailer, and I didn't really do any pulls for any characters. I did end up pulling for Ho on like the last day of her banner because after watching videos and discussing with some of my friends who also play the game, I was like, you know what, there are enough build paths with her extra energy ultimate that I was like, you know what, I want her on my account. I've not leveled her, I've not really used her, but I want her on my account for the possibility of using her in the future. And that's really it. I did not pull on the Topaz banner at all. I didn't give a shit about Topaz. I still really don't. I don't regret that at all. I feel like I would have regretted not pulling for Ho-Ho. And I have no interest in Argenti, though I do think he is really good and I do think he's really cool. So, but I just don't have a real need for him as far as physical DPS. I have Clara. I know Clara is not like the super giga fast DPS for like super cures, but I'm not trying to be the 1%. All right, I was saving for Ruan Mei. However, Silverwolf reran, and so I decided to go ahead and try to get her E1, E2. I did win the 50-50 for her E1. I've been pulling on her banner every time I get like a 10 pull, but I haven't gotten to her again yet. And at this point, I'm not going to worry about it because mostly I was trying to pull for more copies of Hanya, to be perfectly honest. So, but obviously, I have been keeping up with the streams and all that other stuff, and I filmed a reaction to the live stream where Dr. Ratio was announced as a free limited 5-star and all this other stuff, but I just didn't get a chance to get it up. I was too busy doing Azure stuff and Baldur's Gate 3, and so since my Star Rail content has not been like coming out as fast anyways, I just kind of put it to the side because I know nobody was really expecting it anyways. However, it's not gone. I still love Star Rail. I love this game. I play it every day still. I just don't do a lot of content on it because I feel like it wasn't doing I'm not doing guides or anything along those lines, so it really didn't have anything to add to the sphere at the moment. However, hopefully that will change. I'll go back to maybe doing like reactions to the stories and to story discussions like I originally wanted to do with some of the game. I did film the first half of the Ho-Ho storyline, but I never got a chance. I did the second half, but I didn't film it. So it just kind of like fell apart, right? So putting all that aside, now that I'm done rambling about whatever I was rambling about just now, this is for Ruan Mei. I have been excited for Ruan Mei since I realized that she was going to be a playable character. Once we got glimpses of her personality through the simulated universe and through Herta and other character excerpts and all this other stuff. I did watch her Myriad Celestia trailer, but I was doing stuff with family at the time, so I just, obviously I couldn't film a reaction to that. So, but this will be my reaction to her character trailer. So the Ruan Mei trailer, in all does life flow. Now, the Myriad trailer that came out kind of like, I want to echo some of the comments I read on that video where it's like she feels like villainous. I don't know, but she just kind of feels like not a good person. I don't know. There's just a vibe I get from her character that she has like villainous intentions or like not the greatest of intentions, if that makes sense. Like I'm not saying she's going to be like the big bad or something like that, but there's just something about her with her very sweet demeanor, but with the way she words everything that just kind of comes across as cold ice character, right? But more so than like just a cold like kudere kind of personality. It borders on sounding nihilistic actually with the way she phrases certain things to me. So it's very interesting. Her character is very, very interesting. It's not what I expected from her personality, though I love her English VA. Absolutely love it. Okay. Anyways, so her VA is Emmy Lowe, and I think she's doing a great job as her VA. I absolutely love her VA. It's absolutely fantastic. So super in love with this character. I can't wait for her. I've been watching all the other Star Rail people talk about, is she a must pull, break efficiencies, blah blah blah, overhyped, blah blah blah, all this other stuff. And I've just been kind of like, okay, that's interesting, that's cool. I don't really care because I pull for what I want. I'm a whale in the game for the most part. I do spend money, I buy the battle pass, all this other stuff. So a lot of this stuff doesn't really matter to me because inevitably I'm going to get the things that I want, so I can play the game the way I want to play it, right? So I just look at, do I like the character? Do I like their style? Will they add something to what I'm playing with? And in my opinion, I think Ruan Mei is going to add quite a bit. I'm super excited for future characters down the road, but I think I should just go ahead and get into this video. What do you guys think? Ready to go? Ready to go? I'm ready to go. I've already probably been talking long enough. Let's get this going. I'm talking for 6 minutes. Yeah, let's go. Let's turn it down just a little bit.
The soft wind beckons the early spring. A joyous mood does it bring. A chilly wake from rest. The plum blossom in a mess. Where is the home I miss? Only remembered in drunken bliss. Oh, looks like it's tea time. Without accelerating or postponing the arrival of death, life will always wither. A never-ending cycle of melodies. The core of all existence is unity.
I can't wait to make those simple parts.
Sometimes, waiting around is also a change. Oh? The results are beyond my expectations.
You see, that's what I'm talking about.
In life's garden will meet a day when it is torn away by the wind's call. Fret not. You still hold academic value.
See, this is what they're doing it on purpose. I'm telling you. So she is so her character, everything about her character just comes across as a mad scientist. Truly, like we think Herta's kind of very tongue-in-cheek humor, right? And Screwlum comes across as just like very analytical. Kind of reminds me of like a nicer version of HK-47, right? However, she comes across as dangerous. I think that's the best word I can describe Ruan Mei to me personally. She's not necessarily sweet or kind or anything like that. She's just matter of fact, but she's not non-emotive, right? She has emotion in there with on her research and all that other stuff and the way she phrases things and music and blah blah blah, right? But then there's those moments like that, right, where she's like, you still have like academic value. Like she's always judging you, and if she finds you wanting, like she has no use for you whatsoever. Like you are just trash. Like you are just absolutely just go away, basically. And in her Transcendent trailer, in this trailer over here, the one that's like blocked right now, she talks about how like we have studied that if you children will do these or dogs or whatever will do these things if you give them random rewards and stuff along those lines. And then like near the end of the trailer, she's like, "Don't worry, Trailblazer, I will continue to make sure that you are properly rewarded." Right? So there's all kinds of implications that she is just using you, and I don't know if it's supposed to be a negative thing or a bad thing, because in life in general, people like you can work with someone, be friends with them, or be on the same team. Or I feel like in stories like this, like action stories, you can be on the same team with like the mad scientist who's just using you for like research purposes, so long as that research purpose isn't to like destroy all life in existence or something crazy like that, right? Which I don't think is her goal. I'm not sure if she actually, if the trailer is, the way they imply it is that she wants to be an Aeon, but they do block the word out to make it kind of, who knows, right? It's very Nier-esque in that, like with 9S, if you know, you know. And then, yeah, so I'm going to turn the subtitles on because her voice is so soft. It's actually kind of hard to tell what she was saying. So I'm going to go ahead and go back in that.
The soft wind beckons the early spring. A joyous mood does it bring. A chilly wake from rest. The plum blossom in a mess. Where is the home I miss?
Like a haiku.
Only remembered in drunken bliss. Oh, looks like it's tea time. Without accelerating or postponing the arrival of death, life will always wither. A never-ending cycle of melodies. The core of all existence is unity.
Very much emphasizes harmony, I guess.
Sometimes, waiting around is also a change. Oh? The results are beyond my expectations. Every petal in life's garden will meet a day when it is torn away by the wind's call. Fret not. You still hold academic value.
And that's what I'm saying. So like I see it again. I'm watching it and I'm waiting for it because the way the music just cuts, and she just so very seriously is like, you still have, like, you don't fret not, you still have academic value. I'm not sure if she's talking to the bug or if she's talking to us. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I like it, you know, but I can fix her. It's fine, guys. It's I don't know. I love the way the music cuts here.
By the wind's call, fret not. You still hold academic value.
Like, it's very much got that, like, it's that the storytelling anime vibe of, like, the characters revealing a real piece of themselves. So you drop out all other sounds, everything else they're doing, and you only see their expression and the words that they say in that moment. And that is, like, the real, like, them, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to, I don't know. I'm filming this on Christmas night because that's when the video came out. And it's been a long day, so who knows? My thoughts are probably all over the place. But I like this trailer. I think one of the problems I've actually had with some of the more recent trailers is the music hasn't been, like, blowing me away or anything along those lines. But this one was okay. It had a very similar vibe to a little bit of Zhongli in there, I feel. At least that's the vibe I was getting in the beginning, especially with the like, this part with the way it's presented with the sheets and all that stuff. I get a sense of old, and I get a sense of old, wise, mysterious, and like long foresight, lots of wisdom, like seeing further than we see, seeing more things than we understand, which I guess is a good vibe to have for a character that's supposed to be one of the genius society, one of the smartest people in all of Honkai Star Rail, right? So, and her experimentation, she kind of reminds me of kind of like a Sucrose in Genshin, where, you know, she has like these really crazy things, but Sucrose is like harmless, right? For the most part. And then, but this does not seem harmless. This seems like a dangerous person. I keep going back to that word because I feel like that is the best word to describe her character. And if you look at her kit, you know, she buffs everybody's damage, she gives break efficiency, she does all these things that, like, tear the enemy down, you know what I'm saying? And, like, she was apparently she's been experimenting on the swarm. That's the crazy part, because this is not what we're fighting here. Does not seem to be what we're going to be fighting in the next patch. Does not seem to be inside the simulated universe. This is a new strain of the swarm, right? So she's been experimenting on the swarm. So the whole simulated universe thing probably just sparked her idea to start this experiment. And now she's built this super bug, and she's like, no, she's built this super bug, and it's like, huh, it's a pretty okay design. I'm trying not to make this too long. But it's a pretty okay design. I want to see what happens. And so we're going to end up fighting it because it escapes. I'm telling you right now, it didn't escape. She let it out. Like, she let it escape, basically, whatever it is. The fact that it's so docile with her too, it knows. It knows.
You still hold academic value.
Yeah, I almost wonder if like it escaped, she like subdued it or whatever, and then she was like, I should test this against the Trailblazer, you know, because Herta's always using them for experiments. I should use them for experiments. I don't know. I'm curious. I like it. I think from like, so appearance wise, I think Ruan Mei is one of the best looking characters in the game. Outside of like Kafka, I have had like a real issue, not necessarily issue, but I've not liked a lot of the female like designs. I really liked Gwen's design. Wasn't a big fan of Su Shang. I liked Himiko when I first started playing the game, but like I have a weird problem with her like big dress thing going on there. It just, I don't know. Anyways, I like her design a lot. That sort of soft appearance with a very clearly dangerous bend underneath, right? That's kind of how it works. Whereas like Kafka is like, she just looks dangerous, right? And is dangerous and is a problem, right? Ruan Mei is, well, like a flower with thorns, basically, is the best way I think to describe her. A dangerous flower with thorns. So I think with that in mind, I'm going to end this reaction video. And if you like this type of content and you want to see more of it, and you want to see more Star Rail, please leave a like. Please, if you like this type of content, please leave a like and a subscribe, maybe a comment or two, and I will try to put out more of the story content for Star Rail because I really enjoy its story and playing the game, and I like doing some of the end game stuff as well. So yeah, I just want to put out more of it. So yeah, if you like it, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.